up, y'all? It's your girl, Stefany Sweet.
And Nia Audri.
And you are tuned in to another episode of the GrownupIsh Podcast. Welcome again.
Welcome back.
As per the usual. Yeah, so how was your week so far?
It's going really fast. Really, really fast. I don't know how
It really has been.
It's possible for the days to be long and fast at the same time. But that is what is happening.
If that ain't the truth.
Lately, for me at least, it's just going by fast. Like there's not enough time in the day.
Yeah.
I've heard people say that, but that has stood true for me for the past 3 weeks now. There's literally not enough. And I'm waking up early. So it's not even like I'm not getting up earlier to take advantage of the day.
Yeah.
I'm getting up early, getting to work early, and still it's just not enough time in the day. So that's where I'm at with it right now.
That means that everything is just coming at you all at once. It's like a lot of stuff that you have to pack into your days.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a lot going on. So I feel you. I've been feeling like that for months. But that's just life. I feel my mom always says that you have to adjust, because imagine like this is just regular stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I say regular stuff is life, but you know, these are we don't have kids yet and stuff like that. Because imagine then when you're taking care of a little person.
I don't think it's gonna happen because I don't have time.
You would make the time.
No,
because this is what she always tells me. She's like, you always complain about you don't have time to do stuff, and it's like, you know, imagine when you have kids. You know, people multitask all the time. You have to like get over it, and you have to, you know, get on it and do it. And I'm just like, yeah, but no. But yeah, I get it, but no.
It's looking less and
grim,
less
right?
Like it's not like it's gonna happen for me, at least on a daily basis, because I literally
that gives me anxiety, because that's a lot. That's a lot to deal with. I don't know. Shout out to all y'all moms out there. I salute you.
All the parents, of the parents
in general.
Kudos to you, because the fact that y'all do this, and then y'all have kids, y'all work, and then do extra stuff.
Work a full job.
I told my coworker that. I was like, girl, I don't know how she does like extra stuff for her students. Like she goes and designs little cute stuff for them, and then you got a husband, then you got kids, and you taking care of everybody, cooking dinners and stuff. It's just, that sounds like a lot. I don't think I'm built for it.
No, we're just gonna level when the time comes. We level up. That's what women do. We do.
Yeah, that's what
right
y'all
now
do. I'm not.
You're doing it though.
Yeah.
If you think about it, you're doing it.
I think I reached my max.
It's not. I promise you. If you needed to press one even a little bit more, you would. It's like that. That's what women do. Facts, y'all. Like we just, every time something else comes up, we just add it on to the plate and we level up. You know,
absolutely, y'all. Yes, y'all do. I am done. This is as far as we go. You know, little Mario game. That's as far as you go.
You tapping out.
I'm good on it.
Don't
add nothing else on my plate. Don't add nothing else.
Right.
I'm not.
We're not doing this.
No, we're not doing. I'm straight. But I absolutely. Women are amazing.
Right.
Amazing.
Because we deal with a lot. We do deal with a lot. We gotta put up with a lot. You know, there's a lot going on.
All the things. And we handle it with grace.
We do.
So kudos to the ladies out there, especially. Kudos to the men out there holding it down too. But women, salute.
Yeah, especially single moms.
Salute.
And then there are appointments and stuff, girl. Yeah. Anyways. But yeah, guys, welcome to another week. This week we're going to be talking about
settling. And I feel like we have touched on settling. We've touched on your standards and expectations, but we have not specifically addressed settling and what settling is. And what brought this topic about is I was on Facebook right before I deleted the app again for the 1,000th time. And Facebook
I really don't get why people even bother to do that. You eventually come back on. I just don't go on there.
That's it.
Yeah, I just don't go on there.
And I was like, and it has served its purpose. Delete. Because it's just so negative. But that's another story. And it doesn't even matter who you follow. I don't even think people, I'm going on a tangent, it's happening. I don't even think people realize that they being negative.
We're here.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not necessarily like they're saying something. And if my teeth look weird, they just got clean and I got stuff on them. And if I'm talking weird, that's why too. But it's not that they are intentionally like saying like, oh, like negative stuff, like complaining or nagging or things like that. It's like,
point of view.
Yeah, it's like on my Facebook list, people share stuff that for me as an empath, it just brings my levels like low. Like when I got on there, it was another post about somebody being shot up by some police somewhere, and I was just like, I know it's happening, and I know we can't avoid it, but like I don't want to always like get
see that all the time, like, and be dealing with that
all the time on my feed. Yeah. So like for me, I have to get rid of Facebook because if I go on IG, you don't see that. You see a lot of jokes and stuff and like random goofy relationship stuff now and all that type of stuff. But on my Facebook, people share a lot of stuff like this person is missing. This happened. Did y'all know this has happened? Like it's always like stuff that like just bring
the bad news.
It's the bad news. Yes, it's the bad
bring me
news.
Down.
It's the bad news patrol. Like I know bad stuff is happening, but I don't want it to brought to me like, hey, open this up. Let me tell you, the world's shitty. In case you forgot, it's still shitty. It is. So I had to delete that. But anyways, one of the posts that I saw before I deleted the app was saying, and this is where I was like, again, gotta delete this app because that's some bullshit, is that if you do not have kids and you date somebody with kids, you're settling. And I was just like, who the fuck thinks like this? Like, what logic is this? Granted, I don't have kids, but I'm not going to just say to anybody or even myself, oh, you're settling because you're with somebody who has kids and you don't.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to find out, like, to understand what's the settling part of it. How are you settling because you're dating someone that has kids? How is that settling?
I'm going to assume that you're settling because you're going to be, and this is me just reaching and thinking like, okay, it could be a settle on the simple fact like now you're going to have to deal with somebody else's baby daddy. Like now you got to deal with somebody else's baby mama. Now you got to be with somebody who's already had a kid somewhere else instead of having you're the first baby mama or you're the only baby mama or you're the only baby daddy.
But that's not.
But that's again, it doesn't match to settling.
Yeah, that's like, not a settling.
To settle
that's just more
means to be like set. Like when settlements falls down and it settles, it's still. That's where you're at. Like you're settled, right? That's who you want to be with.
Right. So I don't. That's a preference. You're
and
making
in relationship
a decision.
Settling is like going below your standard. But if somebody's standard is if somebody doesn't give a damn about dating somebody with kids, it's not settling.
Right. I don't think that that's settling because you're making a choice to be with that person, right? Mm-hmm. It's not, and that's your to each his own, and that's your compromise that you're willing to like live with or whatever. So there's nothing wrong with you choosing to be with someone if you feel like you love that person, you care about that person. You know, that's an added bonus. That child, you shouldn't look at that child or the fact that that person has a child as a hindrance or feel like, oh, it's a negative. I feel like when you say settling, like, oh, what else?
It's less than.
It's less than, right? Like there's something more that there's better out there for you. Let me tell you something. People with kids, they're productive. They can take care of themselves. Mm-hmm. They are doing well for themselves. They can probably take care of you too. You know what I'm saying? First of all, and then they've also gone through the process of having a child. So they already know, how to take care and how to expect and how to handle certain things. So really, it's actually a bonus for you because now you have somebody that has gone through the whole process of childbirth, taking care of a kid, raising a child, and they know what that means and how impactful that can be, right? So that's the experience that I would think you would want to have in somebody because they already know what to expect and what to go through the entire process. So how would that be settling? That person that is thinking like that is like thinking with a very small mind and narrow mind. Like that makes absolutely no sense at all.
I feel like
maybe you're missing out on saying it very ignorant. Maybe you're missing out on saying, oh yeah, this is not our first child. but you're still saying this is my first child with you, right? Like you
Mm-hmm.
together. So it's still a first child together. Maybe that's not the
Mm-hmm.
other person's first kid. You could say that, but or the first experience, but you know, there are so many other things that aren't the first experience that you're having with that individual.
Clearly.
Okay, so many other things. Okay, like it's not the first person you slept with that they slept with. It's not the first person that you're going out on a date with. Like there's so many other firsts that are like non-fact. You know what I mean? Like it's not gonna make a difference. I don't think so. Saying that a child or being with somebody uh, that has a kid is settling, yeah, it's very ignorant. Like you said, I don't get that. Would
agree.
you? So, would you date someone though with a child?
Yeah, I would. I am particular about it. Because I don't want to date somebody who has a child where it's still fresh. I'm gonna be honest. Like,
fresh in what way? What
as
do you mean
in
fresh?
the baby is still young. Like it's a young child. It's only been y'all ain't been broke up that long. Baby can't be 2, 3, 4, 6 months old, and you talking about you
break that down for me.
dating.
Why is that?
Because y'all was just together. Y'all were just together enough and intimate enough where you produced the life. You know, it hasn't been that
just
long.
Happened.
Yeah, that just happened. And then there's, usually feelings
baby
there.
Just popped up.
There's usually feelings there. And this is my thing. Granted, yeah, people out here just fucking and sucking, for lack of better words, without using protection. And that's your business. But you was clearly fucking and sucking this woman enough to not use protection, and then she got pregnant. So there's a lot of feelings there. There's a lot of mess there. Y'all need to figure that out. Y'all still got to figure out what co-parenting is going to look like. You know, a lot of the dudes will be like, oh, that wasn't nothing. We wasn't even together. Yeah. Okay, well, now y'all need to get together and figure out y'all situation first before you try to bring in a new party.
And sometimes it's one-sided. Like you might think it wasn't all of that, and it was a happenstance, one-off, right? And then, oops, you got pregnant, sure. Exactly. But then what if the girl is like, nah, I love you. You my baby.
Exactly. We planned this baby together. I want my family.
She's looking at a whole different light. Like, I want to try. Let's try to be a family
she thought
together.
The baby's gonna fix it, and you still out here in the streets. No, I'm not doing that because it has a lot of stuff around it. So for me, yes, I prefer, especially now at my age, I prefer to date men who have older children. So usually I'm dating men that are a little bit older than me. And their kids are like teenagers, preteens. Like, yes, I'm not, I'm not doing 5-year-olds.
Really?
I'm not doing, nah, they got to be able, because this is the thing, when you date somebody who has a younger child, my expectation is that you are a little bit more involved in that child's life than when you're dating somebody with like a teenager. So, because teenagers ain't checking for their parents. Like, see, when I see you, get the hell away from me. I need shoes, clothes for shoes and stuff like that, and like take me to the mall and kick it with me and hanging out. We can do fun stuff. But when they're little, that's when the mom's more struggling. Like, okay, he not going to sleep tonight, and I need you to come do this and that. It gets a little more stickier and trickier because younger kids need more. And I would expect, if I'm dating you, like, yeah, you definitely need to be there more. You got to pick them up for daycare. I would think the opposite.
I would think like the adults. I would think the adults, they got like recitals, they got sports, they give you attitude if you don't. You know what I mean? Depending on the child and how close you guys are. But they're gonna be like, oh, I want your time too. I would think. No. I want you present. I want you to be able to do things with me.
Have fun with your new girlfriend. Bye, Dad. Get out. Yeah. See ya. Like, or you can, when you do stuff, you can go do the fun stuff, like the sports and things like that. It's like, it's not as tricky. And usually by then, if the parents have legitimately been broken up for some time and they done, baby mama done moved on, she living her best life, it's like less feelings there. And I gonna say all feelings are always gone, but it's just less, like, versus when they're younger, they're still like sometimes that hope, like, we're gonna rekindle things and things gonna work out, and we just taking some time to figure it out. It's a lot of back and forth I have seen when the kids are still little between the moms and dads, versus once that kid reaches a certain age, it's like No, that shit is not gonna work. We tried it. Leave me the hell alone. I'm gonna leave you the hell alone. Co-parent. Right. That's just my stance. And for me,
so you want to go hang out with the teens and go on like games and stuff.
That's fine.
And play.
We can go to arcade. We can go
and play stepmom
for golf. We can go play video games. We can watch anime together. We can kick it. I just younger ones. No.
Yeah.
Because then I'm gonna tell my mama,
right? Or when they need to be disciplined, that could be tricky too. Then it's like, even when they're older and they back talk. If you got one that has an attitude,
and I don't do little,
just stay away. Let's not deal with it.
Untamed children. I don't do that either. You better get your kid better have manners. You come this way. I am not the one. Have all that situation figured out. Yeah, you've been done dated a couple women by the time I come around.
Right, so you should know.
You got the
unless
routine
you're the
down.
First one, you're gonna be breaking them in.
I ain't got time for that either. It's a wrap.
I didn't date a lot of guys with like kids. I did date, I think, like 2 with the most, if I remember correctly. Yeah, just 2. And I will say this: I definitely, after dating guys with kids, I did decide like I would much rather prefer to date someone without kids.
Yeah,
only because
preference. I can understand that.
Yeah, because I just didn't want to deal with the same things you just mentioned. Baby mama drama, the putting, having to be coming second, possibly, you know what I mean, to some degree. And I respect you having a kid. So if you have to do things, you absolutely need to do things and handle your business with your child. But it has to be like, depending on the circumstances, it has to be a cohesive situation. If you're going to get serious, I wouldn't even want to meet the child until it progressed into something where I thought like, oh yeah, I really, really, really am feeling you. And I want to be able to cultivate a relationship with your child because I want to continue to cultivate a relationship with you.
Absolutely.
So the get into the kid part, it would come way, way, way further down the line. Yeah, if it ever did come, it would come further down the line because I would want to make sure that this is even a factor. And the same as with the guy. Like they don't want to just, you would think, don't want to bring just anybody around their kid.
Don't be bringing everybody around y'all kids, having them confused, please.
Right.
Everybody always say that about women. You got all these different men, but men don't have a bunch of different women around your kids either. They confused. They don't know who daddy girlfriend is today.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I know, because my daddy was that way. He had different girlfriends every time. He got different girlfriends right now. I see it. Girl, he a mess. I'm going to have to tell you off the air about this food. My daddy is a whole show. He need a show. He need his own show because this man is hilarious, y'all. I mean, I guess I can say so because he ain't listening. So let me tell y'all.
Oh, the tea. Okay, let's hear the tea.
Dating men with children. My daddy is the number one man with children. Okay, my dad got a bunch of kids. It's a bunch of us. I ain't gonna count because I don't know how many it is. But y'all,
off the top of your head, I just want to know.
It's well over 15.
No way.
It's well over 15.
Oh my God. I literally thought you were going to say like, oh, it's just like 7 of us or something like that.
It's at least 10 at a minimum. It's over 10. So it's a bunch of us, right? And so his last baby mama, she going around telling everybody they got married. And I'm like, so my brother calls me. He's like, oh, you hear about dad get married? And I'm like, no, I know he was in Vegas, but I don't know about him getting married. So we like, oh, she must be lying. We laugh it off, whatever. So then my sister, she came to visit me Sunday. So she was like, yeah, your dad got married. And I was like, I keep hearing this. I was like, I know nothing about it. I know, I guess so. I'm like, I know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about it. I'm going to just assume that it's not true because my grandma would have known. Like, he usually tell my grandma when he doing dumb shit, which for him, getting married is dumb shit. So, mind you, my dad's been married twice already. And he's proposed multiple times to multiple women. So,
it would have been more
dumb shit for him.
It would have been more, but
so exactly. But you can only be legal in so many times at one time. So, no, legally married at least. Right. So, I was like, he didn't tell my grandma. He told her he was in Vegas, but that's it. So finally, I talked to my grandma. I was like, you heard your son got married? And she like, no, I haven't heard from him. He's, outside of his Vegas trip. That was it. So my aunt's there, and she was like, I ain't hear nothing about this. So then my uncle come in the house.
Everybody's like,
did
what's
you hear
going on?
He got married? And he's like, shit, anything's possible with him. So who knows? But everybody like, no, we ain't heard that. So I'm like, F it. I'm finna message him. So I write him on Facebook because I don't have my daddy number. I just don't. Don't ask why, y'all. I just don't. I don't text him. We don't talk like that. So I message him on Facebook like, are you married again? And then I was like, don't lie, Dad. My daddy plays so fucking much. So he messaged back, and y'all, long story short, this man talking about some. First thing, is where I hear that from. Stop
your
doing
supposed wife.
Stop doing dumb shit. You want to worry about
supposed wife.
So I'm like, tell him like my brother, my sister. He like, well, I ain't signed no papers. I didn't sign no papers.
Dang, so Dad.
I'm not married because I didn't sign no papers. I'm like, so you went?
Go to the chapel.
He went to the chapel.
He
went to the chapel, yes, and did all the things.
Oh my God.
And then did not sign the license or whatever.
Y'all.
Don't he play too fucking much?
He do.
I was like,
he sounds like he would have somebody in their feels.
And he was like, this is why he'll been stabbed before, because he played too fucking much. He has been chased down the street because he played too much. So I was just like,
why you do that?
Your life is crazy. He gonna say something. You only live once, or you only got one. I was like, God.
He said, "Carpe diem for real, for real."
He
like,
said, I didn't sign no papers, so I don't know what you. Mind you, this woman going around telling everybody, "Yeah, we got married. We married." Her family having cookouts and shit.
Oh no!
And he going around and telling everybody behind her, like, "No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not."
So he
got another girlfriend. He lived with somebody else.
All right.
They live around the corner from each other.
What?
Yeah, his girlfriend.
So he just be hopping from one house. Let me go down the street and hop. Like they don't. They know. They have to know about it
because she ain't never went nowhere. So he went to church.
Yo, I'm done. I'm through.
They
know about each other.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh gosh. This be some.
The baby mama be rolling around trying to see if his car outside the girlfriend house. Y'all don't be like my daddy. Don't be bringing a bunch of women around.
He's trying the right ones because
they stupid.
They
stupid.
He's
they
trying.
Real stupid.
He's trying the right ones because they are wild.
He need his own show.
Yes. After all of that, he definitely do.
He needs his own show. My cousin was just like, something is really wrong with your daddy. I was like, I know, I'm concerned. So you need a check. Can you get a check for your parents? So I need to put him on SSI or something.
That is
right.
Wild.
Yeah, he did not sign papers. So technically, you could go to Vegas and go through the works and just don't sign the paper and you good.
So that's just an act then. That's just like, so they're just taking your money and they are just taking your money. Like, hey, it's not legal until you sign this. What do you do? Like, oh, let me, how did they finesse this?
He's never going to sign it.
I want to know how he finessed not signing the paper. Like, oh, let's do it later.
That's the finesse king right there. We got to go. And then here go my brother. I'm sorry, y'all. We get so off topic. He's so funny, y'all. He's
a man with children.
He's a man with children.
Dating.
Multiple children. Still dating. Still making children if you let him.
Pretend marriages. So you got pretend marriages.
My brother like, yeah, all the pictures. Because I'm not friends with the woman on Facebook. Because I don't do all the drama and just messiness. So I'm not friends with the woman on Facebook. So I can't see the pictures. But my brother like, yeah, all the pictures. He just in the background looking stupid. So my sister showed me a picture. And the lady got a little bouquet, a little white bouquet. And my dad in the background just like. Looking dumb, y'all. Just in the background,
I'm just here. I'm just posing. I'm just here. Look,
here's
I don't even know.
Meet up later.
I don't even know why we in here, but wow.
Yeah,
wow.
I was like, I know he did it, and he know not to lie to me because I'm like, don't lie, do not lie, tell the truth, tell the truth. I already made up my mind, anyways. I knew it. I knew he did it. That's why I ain't signed no paper. But you gonna tell everybody else he not married? I was like, no, tell me the details. Why does woman think y'all married? Because you done sat here and played marriage with her. That's like 2 little kids. I do.
Don't. That is wild.
Oh yeah, okay.
But yes,
another reason why my preferences for men with children are the way they are. That's why I don't date men with young children, and that's why if he got multiple kids, it's a no.
Yeah, especially
it's a no for me. I'm sorry, I ain't trying to
like
knock
multiple
y'all,
baby
multiple
mamas.
kids, multiple baby mamas. If you got multiple kids with the same baby mama, I'm still probably not. Because you keep doubling back, so something is going on. You keep.
And then it's not to say that you're not taking care of your kids, or you're not able to support them or be a good father or a good mother. Even whatever. Look at Nick Cannon. He out here just pew, pew, pew.
I would not date him either because this motherfucker's irresponsible.
Shooting up all the boxes, okay? Shooting up all the boxes, and he does not care. And he has the money to be able to support all his kids. Is he going to be able to spend enough quality time with them?
Nope.
I don't know how you spread yourself so widely, right? But
Magic.
Right. But to me, the concern would be, right, the time, the quality time, the consistency, like the concern about the other families, like what's happening. Like, it's just a lot. It's too much. It's too much.
I have my limits.
Every time we get together, it's like a whole family reunion.
If you see me out here with a man that got multiple kids and multiple baby mamas, then you can be like, yeah, Renia, you settled. At that point, I settled, y'all. And I don't know what I settled for. He must have a lot of money. He got to have a lot of money. And some really good
providing your lifestyle.
He's providing a magnificent lifestyle and some really great dick and some really good head. That's the only way. That's it. A lot of money, great dick, great head. That's it. Then he can have all the kids in the world, and I just be like, but I love him.
I love him.
If I blink, if you
we are blink family.
Okay. I love him.
What's the sunken place?
I just be in
the sunken place. Just in the sunken place.
Like, but it's beautiful here. Bitch, you got kids running around everywhere. It's okay. Everything's
and they're not yours.
I can manage this. I got this. I run a classroom. I can do this.
You'd be perfect.
That's the only way.
Get them all in line.
That's the only way. But I don't feel like because you don't have kids, you just should not date somebody who has kids, because you might be missing out on a lovely, wonderful person who
absolutely
can love you the way that you deserve to be loved and is an excellent parental.
I can't think of the word, unit, but a great parent.
Yeah, a great parent.
Because imagine look at somebody who's like, a single parent, like if their wife passed away or their husband passed away and they happen to be single because of circumstances. Like, like it's not that they were just hopping around and just, or had all these kids and then just decided, all right, let's call it quits. But it honestly doesn't even matter. Life happens.
Shit happens. People get together. They thought it was going to work out. Shit didn't work out. They move on. I'm okay with that. I just don't want messy situations. That's a difference. But I feel like kids are at the bottom of the settling rank. I feel like there's many other things that you could be settling for before it's a kid. People settle for less just to be petty, miserable ass sex lives, sitting here faking your orgasm your whole life. That's settling, bitch. That's a settle right there.
Shame.
Ooh, child.
Shame.
You out here talking about dating somebody with kids, but you dating little penis man over there.
Or someone who doesn't even honor you, who's out here just cheating or going around like just dogging like you trash. Out. You know what I mean?
That's settling.
Abusive relationships.
That's settling.
That's settling. Okay.
You deserve more.
Exactly. Someone who's physically abusing you, emotionally abusing you. Nah, you could do a whole lot worse than just dating somebody who has a kid. Like this, that's not even. And kids are such a joy. Some of them.
Some of them.
I think.
Not all of them. Trust me. Just
my little niece is a joy. I love her. She's adorable.
You're kind of biased though. We have to wait till she's older and then she goes to school. And then you go talk to her teacher.
She's so smart.
Let her teacher be the determinant factor.
You tell her
she
how old
will tell
are you.
You how sweet she is.
You say how old are you, and she'll be like,
"Oh, that is cute."
And she's only gonna turn 1 in a few weeks.
Oh, so she's ahead of the game. She said,
I'm just telling you. I'm just letting y'all know. Okay.
Genius.
My girl is a smarty pants. Okay.
Smarty pants.
A smarty pants. She's so cute. And then she's like the happiest baby. Like she just like, she's the happiest baby. She claps and she dances and she laughs at you. It doesn't matter who you are. She'll do this thing when she's like smiles at you with like big cheeks and it like closes her eyes like a real like a chinky smile.
I love sweet kids.
Yes.
They make
those
it
are the
all
best.
better. They make it all better. Kids
they make you want to have more. I told my brother and my sister, I'm like, this is a trick. Just know the next one might be a little terror up in here.
Well, they always say that the second child is the one that
sets it all off.
Yeah, the first one is a setup. The first one is like, hello, I come from Peaceland,
right?
Where everything is perfect and everybody loves you. I'm here to help you. And then the second one, like, pow! I'm here, bitches. Move out the way. Where's my juice box? Knock that shit over right now. Shit. And I'm gonna cut that later. Leave some scissors right here. Why would you?
You gotta watch them real close.
I am knocking everything over.
Right. Everything they do is like,
I'm gonna take that apart later.
Destroy. Now I'm not gonna claim.
They don't listen.
I'm not gonna claim this on them. They're gonna have another little angel, and then one day I'm gonna be blessed with a little angel, a little Stefany angel, a little G angel.
I wish y'all the best with that. They don't even if the second one isn't like bad behaviorally. They always say the second one is they're just not the same. Like the personality.
I'm like, praying that
the
second
one is just always a little bit spicier, just a little bit, just
keep things fun.
The first one just like
keep y'all on your toes.
Yes, I will listen and follow directions the first time, and then the second one is like, I heard you, but you're going to repeat that 5 more times just to be sure I got it.
And then on the 5th time, I'll be like, I still don't care.
Now you're mad. I'm going to go. That's literally, I know because I get siblings all the time. I was like, what is wrong with you? Why your brother don't act like that?
I think you're defective. I really think you're defective. Just take me back.
I'm like, if I hear about you touching somebody one more time, I'm gonna hurt you.
That's how I want twins. I know it's crazy, but I would prefer to just have kids one time, just give birth one time, one and done.
I feel you.
And I'll deal with everything all at once.
Me too.
And then they grow up and then they'll be out of here all at once. Bye.
Because I want a boy so bad. So if I have a girl the first time,
then you're gonna have to have another kid.
I have to have another kid
just because you want the boy.
Yeah, after I come out of my depression state from just looking at this little girl like,
what am I gonna do with you? A girl.
She don't listen already. She wasn't supposed to be here. I specifically said I want a boy, and she was like, "Excuse me, coming through."
It's me, bitches.
Right. Not listening to her. She don't get what she want. That's over. That has ended now. Sorry, y'all. We just want to. These are the things I think about, though. Oh, and like, this is off topic. I don't even know what we're gonna call this episode now.
Off topic.
But also, like, for y'all talking about dating people with kids, bringing it back on topic. Here we go.
Full circle.
Dating somebody with kids, if they already have benefits of dating somebody with kids, that's what we can call this episode. There's so many benefits. Because listen, if you date them and they have kids, right? First off, you already know, like she said, how they're going to be with their kids, right? You can kind of get an idea based on like how their baby mama look, in my case, or how their baby daddy look in men's case, and how the kid looks like, okay, these genes might work out. Like, I can make this work. Like, the kid don't look too bad. I can work with it.
Okay? Are you one of those people you're going to go on the website and put your pictures together and try to see what the baby's going to look?
I've never done that, but now in my 30s, I probably will, because I feel like I got to try to figure this shit out. I got to map it out.
Right.
I'm about to go in there.
Now you're going to go like, let me find a picture.
Let me go find this baby. But you kind of feel it out, know what the kid might look like, or you're like, all right, if the baby come out funny looking, it was me. It was probably you made a decent baby with that person, so we can see.
The
genes, you can start like really digging deep, like into behaviors. Like, okay, well, how is little sunshine over here? How does she behave?
Right.
Or I'm trying to think of a name that's not offlandish, but we'll say, how does little Andrew behave? How is Andrew in school?
I can't pick the names because you was cracking at my names.
Yeah, TT and George or whatever.
How you remember
Cuz
TT and George.
The names is fucking ridiculous. But you can start seeing, like, are there behavior signs? Is the kid a little low? This is a teacher of me coming in, because this is what I be thinking about every day. Like,
you can analyze their
kid.
Genetic.
You can analyze it. Because I've seen sisters, and I'm just like, she's slow. She's slow. This is G's.
Everybody.
So you can start figuring out, it works even better. Ladies, pro tip right now. So if you dating a dude, pro tip, you dating a dude, right? And if his baby mama got multiple kids, and you see how his kid is with her, because then you can start figuring out, like, is it just her genes? How the other kids act? How the other kids look? Yeah. You can start playing it off like, oh, that's mama traits because all the kids be doing that. Or it's like, oh, no, this is his stuff. See, y'all got to research. Do your research. So you kind of know what you get into, because if all the kids bad, then it's like, okay, that's probably mama. She don't got no good training with her children.
Interesting cheat codes.
But then if it's just his kid that's a little delayed, a little messed up, you be like,
I'm done. I don't know about this logic. I don't know if there's any. It sounds like it might work.
Just work with me. It sounds like it might work.
It sounds like it might work.
I'm just saying, do y'all research before y'all lay down. That's all I'm saying.
I know though for sure. Like questions like, is there mental illness in your family? Like those questions. Like I legit ask those questions. Like, do you have mental illness in your family? Like, what are the overall like illnesses that are prone, like cancer or high blood pressure? I mean, that's kind of pretty much like everywhere, but things like that, or even like athleticism. I couldn't get the word out.
It's okay.
Thank you. But like you could tell, like, okay, my kid is gonna be like sporty because dad used to play all the sports. Okay, he's gonna be fast. He's gonna be a runner. He's gonna be track star, whatever. He's a runner. He's a track star.
That's as far as I've heard of that song. That's it. That's all I know.
She gonna run away when it gets hard. Ooh, ah. Anyway, that's my little singing. I'm gonna stop right there. But those are questions that you guys can actually ask.
Yes.
To help you kind of, and then you understand, and then you can find out, like, okay, how close to your partner are the illnesses, these traits. Yeah. Is it like family, like immediate family, like siblings, parents, or is it like aunts and uncles, cousins, second cousins? You can find that out. That I definitely did. Yeah. Pro tip. That's another pro tip for you.
So I don't know. I feel like we talked about what settling would really be, which all makes sense. Settling is like literally less than you deserve.
Have you experienced anything bad with like a baby mom or significant other situation coming through, like not wanting you to be around the kid or anything like that?
Thankfully, no. Not in my adult life. When I was like in my early 20s, my first, I think because not even then. I think his baby mom would have probably tried to be a little petty if we had started to like seriously get back together. But no, not in my adult life. Adult life. Everything has been pretty good. And I haven't seriously dated, like you said, I haven't seriously dated a lot of men with kids either, but yeah, I try to, before I even get into if they have kids or not, like go judged off and based off of their character and how they are. And then if I find out they have kids, how is that relationship? How do things go?
I even feel like I should move forward. Is this even somebody that I'm into that much that I want to continue to pursue this further?
Let me tell you that for me, ladies, if you are dating, if you haven't, or if you do, for me at least, I feel like a red flag and a turn off to me is if a dude is like bashing his baby mama. I do not like that. Do not come to me like just bashing her like she's the worst thing walking this earth, because at one point she wasn't, because you laid down with her. So I don't like that. It's a difference between like just being like, things didn't work out between us. She might have done X, Y, and Z to me, and we went through some shit. So I can't deal with her on that level. That's fine. But to just be like, no, she ain't shit. She don't be doing this. She don't be doing that, or she just talking all out your neck like she's just the worst person ever. Now I'm gonna be looking like, but you was with her, so what they say about you? Like,
but sometimes you don't get to see that, and then when you do, it's too late.
Sometimes true, that is true.
Or maybe you were blind you were blind, yeah. Obviously,
something you like.
Obviously, yeah.
Just don't hit me off the bat with the bow, 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 bow,
with
bow.
the nonsense,
she ain't shit.
She ain't.
Fuck her.
Yeah, because it's gonna
she
turn you
shit
off.
Horrible. I'll never you don't have to down her to make me trust you. Let me say that. You don't have to bash your baby mama. That's gonna make me feel good about myself because now I'm concerned. So then you left your child with her? Oh my gosh, is your child okay?
There's that. There is also that.
You should have full custody if she's this horrible, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the one thing. Another thing for me, if I am dating, I'm curious because it's still the mother of your child. So how you talk about her and how you speak of her, that's important. That is really important to me. Because shoot, what if I end up pregnant? Now I'm a baby mama. You go tell everybody I ain't shit. Granted, sometimes I don't be shit, but you ain't gotta go tell everybody that. That's between us.
That's his prerogative.
I'm ain't shit to you only. I'm shit to everybody else.
I had I only dated 2 individuals with kids, but the one person that I was one of the people I was dating, he had a interesting relationship with his baby moms. They were fine, but he was super nervous about making her upset.
Yeah, that's common.
On pins and needles, because everything it's a threat. Everything is a threat. Everything is a threat. And then he didn't even want her to know that he was dating anybody to that degree, to that magnitude. And I was just all right, this sounds like a headache it's a headache for you, and it will spill over onto me. So when I started to see that, and then at one point he was just oh, this is getting too serious, and I don't know that I want to continue because my baby mom. And I was all right, I'm gonna stop you right there. We don't even need to.
All in our relationship.
We don't even need to go any further. We don't even need to go any further. And I was just what are you dating for her, or are you dating for yourself? And that showed me a trait about exactly that showed me a characteristic about him that I was just not into. And I was just I need you to be more assertive. I need you to be more in control of yourself and your life and your destiny. And
because at this point she got a lot of control, so you might just want to go try to work that out.
And how you were saying
pins and needles at all time, and that's
how you were saying there has to be they have to work together, co-parenting, understanding that yes, we are no longer together, and you live your life. You have moved on. I'm living my life. I'm moved on. We're coming together for the purpose of this kid, and that's it. Or whatever.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing when y'all can do that. When people can co-parent and just be friends and still
that the baby mama that moved all the way on, happily in a relationship somewhere else, living her best
life. But even
life.
sometimes when they do that, they still want to just shit on the dude, and because I know I have a friend that is in that situation. Right now, he's moved on, she's moved on, has a whole life of her own, doing her own thing, right? Living her best life,
but don't want to see him happy.
No,
she not happy then.
It's weird. It's just the weirdest shit. Why do you have to? It's a controlling thing. It's always a controlling.
It's kind of why is everything out my mouth lately derogatory? But happy bitches ain't hating bitches ain't happy. If you hating on your baby daddy, sis, hello, whoever needs this. If you hating on your baby daddy, meaning you don't want to see this man in a happy, loving relationship, you're not happy.
Wow.
So you might want to go sit down and self-reflect, because I truly believe that. And a lot of y'all out here fake the funk. We all know that. Y'all fake the funk. I'm good. I moved on. I got me a man. My life is great. My life is wonderful.
Meanwhile,
but the minute you see this man crack a smile, the fuck you smiling for?
You sick. Right.
Girl, stop. Work on yourself, sis. Work on yourself. Fix yourself.
Even dudes, don't roll up on no girl with her and her man. Leave them alone.
Leave people alone.
Let them live their best lives and move on without you. You couldn't do what you needed to do, obviously. Okay? You weren't meeting the need. And so what happened was they moved on. Okay?
Let them go.
To somebody else who's meeting the need.
As long as your partner or not partner, as long as the father of your child or mother of your child is taking care of your child, that's it. Let them go.
That's priority one, and that's that.
They be happy, and then they still don't want. They're not happy. You can't, because let me tell you, and you can attest to this, when you're truly happy, are you worried about what the fuck your ex is out here doing? You are in a happy marriage, right? You're not thinking.
Live life, sir.
You don't give two fucks.
Do your own
when you're
team.
Happy with you, what you got.
You're not checking.
You're not checking for nobody else. Period. That's you doing you. You're not. Yeah. So something somewhere, you're not always going to be looking back. Something somewhere is not satisfying her in that way or fulfilling her in that way.
Yeah.
And she feels some type of way. There was something that he was bringing to the table that whoever she got in her life is still not bringing in that area. And that's what it is. That's what it be. That's when people look back.
And it could manifest itself in so many ways. It could also be just insecurities. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, what is this new person? Like, how are you so happy without me? Yes. And I thought I brought you peace and you know what I mean?
Really in their head, like, oh, you ain't find nobody better.
Right. Or like that pride of like, oh, it didn't work out with me. Is something wrong with me? And then you're feeling self-conscious and it's manifesting. Yeah. And it's manifesting itself in like you being so bitter about them living their lives. And you just, do anything to like cause trouble or drama or just make things difficult.
Now you got an attitude. Like if you're doing that as a man or a woman, if you're doing that to the father or mother of your child, stop and think, and then go back and listen to last week's episode.
Self-reflect.
And self-reflect. Are you
take
okay?
A beat. Take a moment.
Because you might not be. If you feel some type of way when your baby mama lets you know that she dating somebody, or your baby daddy lets you know that he dating somebody, that's a red flag for you that you need to reflect on yourself and figure out what's going on. It might be some unresolved feelings. Yeah. This is, you know what? Another great episode. Good talks.
Good talks.
Yeah.
On that note, we're going to wrap it up because she said what she said.
I did.
Self-reflect, get it together, and mind your fucking business, okay? Right. Get out your ex's business.
And dating somebody with kids is not settling. So y'all need to stop that shit.
Exactly.
That's ignorant.
Exactly. 100%. And on that, we got drop in the mic. Boom. Bye, y'all.